Are you looking for the best electric log splitters in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best electric log splitters that are available on the market. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below. And also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. At number 5. Bosch Industrial ES7T20. This electric log splitter from Bosch Industrial is more expensive compared to some of the budget log splitters we reviewed, but users claim that the extra cost is well worth your investment. The splitter offers 7 tons of splitting power thanks to the 2 horsepower motor, and users report splitting logs up to 17 inches around with it, even if the log splitter is only rated to handle logs up to 10.5 inches. Users note that it also is capable of splitting medium-diameter hardwood logs by simply running the logs through the splitter twice, flipping them over after one impact with the splitter. Meanwhile, the horizontal cradle is long enough to accommodate 20.5-inch logs. There are a few features that set the Bosch Industrial electric splitter apart from competitors. First, Bosch Industrial designed the cradle with integrated rails that are able to keep the log secure during impact, which reduces the likelihood of misfires and debris flying everywhere. At the same time, the rails don't put a hard limit on the diameter of logs the cradle will fit. Users also appreciated that the splitter is designed for one-handed use, which allows you to get your work done faster and more efficiently. However, users warn that every now and then a piece of wood will explode upon impact without warning, so it's important to stand behind the machine with your arm extended to the lever as you would when working with a two-handed log splitter. Users also commented positively on the size of this splitter, which is relatively small for its class, making it easier to store and move around the yard. At number 4. Yardmax YS0552. Users loved this handy splitter from Yardmax, which features a number of design features that make it easier to use. It is worth noting off the bat this splitter is only rated for 5 tons of splitting force, significantly less than some competitors, despite the burly 15-amp motor. However, it is still rated to split logs up to 10 inches in diameter, and users report being able to split softwoods up to 15 inches with this splitter without an issue. The cradle of this splitter is 20.5 inches long like most of the other splitters we reviewed, corresponding to a moderate 16-second cycle time for the ram head. However, Yardmax designed the ram with a stroke limiter, which users loved for cutting down the cycle time by a few seconds or more when working with shorter logs. To improve safety, Yardmax designed this splitter to require two-handed operation. While your feelings about this feature will depend on your own preferences, many users are slightly annoyed by the safety requirement. One of the major advantages to this electric log splitter is that, like the model from Wen, it comes with a stand to reduce the amount of bending over you need to do when splitting logs. The stand is removable, although putting it on and taking it off does require a few minutes of hardware assembly. The large 7-inch wheels also can be moved between the base of the splitter and the base of the stand so that it remains portable in either configuration. It is also worth noting that this splitter has a log catcher so that split logs will remain around the cradle, at a good working height on the stand, rather than fall to the floor after being split. Yardmax offers a 2-year warranty on this splitter, although users report that their models of this splitter continue to work well after several years of use, and the fully steel construction appears to be as durable as intended. At number 3. Goplus 6T. This inexpensive log splitter from Goplus is a compact and easy-to-use choice for homeowners who need to get through a pile of wood in short order. The splitter features one of the best wheel and handle systems we've seen, making it easy to transport the splitter around your garage or across your yard to where you need it, assuming you have a long enough extension cord to pair with it. An added bonus is that it's easy to stand the splitter upright for storage when not in use so that it takes up less space in your garage. The power of this 2-horsepower splitter is somewhat limited at only 6 tons and it is rated for only 10-inch logs. However, users were quite happy with its performance on both softwoods and hardwoods, noting that the 10-inch diameter rating is quite accurate. Users found that the cycle time is fast enough that the splitter won't slow down your work, but warned that you won't want to split a whole cord of wood without a break as the splitter can start to get hot over time. They also appreciated the low-profile guide rails on either side of the cradle that act to keep logs in place as they are being split. One of the main things that users wished for with this splitter was a stand. The wheelbase design makes it difficult to mount even on a table, and bending over repeatedly to split logs can get exhausting at the end of a long day. In addition, users disliked the fact that this splitter incorporates two-handed operation for safety. Goplus offers a 1-year warranty on this splitter that must be activated by mailing in a registration card upon purchase. Users found that the splitter is durable enough for several years of use, but will start to show signs of wear and tear after a couple cords of wood. At number 2, Powerhouse XM380. This compact and durable electric log splitter from Powerhouse is a great choice for users who need to get through a large pile of wood relatively quickly. The splitter is built around a 3-horsepower, 15-amp motor that produces 7 tons of splitting force. Users found that the rated 12-inch maximum log diameter is roughly accurate for this splitter, and that even at this diameter the splitter can struggle with knotted hardwoods, meaning this splitter is best suited for splitting softwood logs and only relatively narrow hardwood logs. The splitter turns off automatically when overpressured in order to protect the seals and prevent hydraulic fluid from leaking. Users found that the splitting action on this splitter worked relatively well for most logs, but was suboptimal when loading logs that take up the entire 20.5-inch length of the cradle. This is because the ram travels only 15.7 inches of the cradle and the wedge is relatively narrow, leaving partially split logs that then have to be finished by hand. Users also wished for a stand for this splitter, since working through this manual splitting at ground level can wear on your back. That said, the 11-second cycle time on this splitter is a major advantage for those who need to split a large pile of medium-sized logs in a short amount of time, especially if you are working in a team of 2. Another advantage that users appreciated is that the splitter can be configured for either one-handed or two-handed operation depending on your preference. Another minor flaw to consider in this splitter that users noted is that the wheels are relatively close together, which allows the splitter to tip over when you are transporting it across uneven ground in your yard. At number 1, Southland Outdoor Power Equipment SELS60. This low-priced electric log splitter from Southland Outdoor Power Equipment is a great choice for those who don't need to split a ton of wood or who only have smaller logs, and therefore don't want to spend tons of money on a more industrial quality splitter. That's not to say this splitter doesn't pack a punch. The 1.75 horsepower, 15-amp motor provides 6 tons of splitting force and the splitter is rated to deal with logs up to 10 inches in diameter. Some users report being successful splitting even larger rounds with this splitter, and it doesn't hurt to try thanks to the automatic shutoff feature. This means that when the splitter is working above its available power, it will shut down rather than potentially damage the seals and cause a hydraulic fluid leak. Like many other electric log splitters in its class, the cradle on this splitter is long enough to hold logs up to 20.5 inches. The splitter is also designed for convenient portability and storage, with burly 7-inch wheels under the frame and the ability to stand it vertically in your garage, although it cannot be operated in the vertical orientation. The biggest downside to this electric log splitter is the cycle time. At 18 seconds, the wait between activations will be noticeable, especially if you're working in a team of 2 people. In fact, this is one of the main reasons we recommend this splitter primarily for home users who aren't splitting wood all of the time. With that caveat in mind, the cycle time won't slow down your work too extremely and users appreciate the reliability of the auto retraction on this splitter. It's also worth noting that while the vast majority of users have had good experiences with this splitter, A few have complained of manufacturing defects, including a ram that fails to retract properly and poor seals that leak hydraulic fluid after only a few uses. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make sure to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.